everyone, it's Mr. Rob Ronan here again, and we are live with the new Strive update. And I-No has a few nice changes in this patch. Not as much as I-No players may have wanted, but I think these changes are really nice, and they're kind of more quality of life changes that generally make her safer and more easily to input things correctly. So one of the changes that I noticed most is being able to jump the jump cancel ability of her startup. So if I go to dash in and I can like jump upwards or jump backwards or jump forwards instantly. And as you can see, it turns my jumps into kind of super jumps. So if I'm backwards, I would jump this far with a regular jump, but if I do my dash jump, I get like right beside Kai. You can also do like a super jump, but that's a little hard. There you go, see, I pushed Kai a little bit. So you can get really, really cool, interesting jumps, kind of like we're in KOF now with I-No. And also, not only can you like jump cancel it to keep it safer, also this jump doesn't actually count as an aerial jump, so even though it's coming off of her dash, usually she only gets one jump, but this super jump, or this special jump, doesn't actually count, and she can get an extra jump after it, which is cool. But something that I notice a lot more as well, especially as a sloppy input player, being able to hold backwards even while you're holding the dash macro and that cancels her dash is so useful. Now I can so much more safely go for my offense and dash in and go for a jump slash and stuff, because I can go in and actually just press back and I'll actually block. Usually, if you wanted to dash in with I-No and then block, you have to release the dash button and then block. But now you can just press the back button, and then this also makes it way more easy to go for instant FDs, cancels, off of our things, because you can see I can hold down the dash macro and then just press F back and FD, and I get it instantly. And that is super handy. And the same applies off of our aerial dashes as well. I can cancel it with blocks, so I don't have to like dash in and then release and then block, which doesn't sound like much, but like you get mashed on a lot with I-No, so being able to block a lot more consistently when you want to counts a lot, and I've definitely noticed it. Maybe it's just because I'm a sloppy inputter, but hey, a buff is a buff for a sloppy inputter. And yeah, it makes a lot of things where you try to go for the ambiguous low, high, low stuff a lot more easy for players like me, because you can go for the FD and then go for overhead or lows a lot more sneakily, because it gets really hard to tell, and sometimes I don't even know what I'm gonna get. If I can get the FD and actually get a slash now, like there, or I can get a low. So those inputs have become a lot more easy for me, and just it makes her so much safer. I know it probably doesn't mean much to people that don't play I-No, but being able to block while you dash is so lovely. It makes her pressure, I don't know if Kai's gonna DP, is he DPing? No. It makes her note pressure so much safer, because, where is it? If I get him to wake up DP, I can go for a note and dash in and actually block. I used to not be able to block if I was trying to dash in. And now I can go like dash in for an overhead, and if he doesn't, and I expect him and I try to block, I still can go for a low and stuff. So I actually get my loops correctly, and I am DP safe because I can actually block out of my dash correctly and easily. And the same applies off of this kind of knockdown. I can't get DP'd just instantly, so I can go for my overhead low mix way more safely, which is awesome. Yeah, this stuff doesn't really change. But the other thing that changed was her dive kick safety. So now, is Kai mashing? He's not even blocking, right? So I need to get him to crouch, and then he's gonna mash. So her dive kick is punishable, but specifically by really fast buttons. So I imagine P buttons are the only things gonna be able to punish her, because as you can see now, wait, is he blocking yet? Oops. At certain distances, even K buttons can't punish your dive kick. Now it is working, but sometimes it does not. See, as you saw there, it wasn't a punish. So I guess it depends on the spacing and the timing of the dive kick, but it can only be punished by really quick buttons now. Some characters used to be able to get big punishes on this if you went for the like fully committal version, but now being a bit safer and a chance of actually surviving if you don't go for the cancel is handy. And this also means that when you like whiff it in neutral, she has almost like no whiff recovery. There is a little bit still, but it's not as bad as it was before. So now you can go for dive kicks a lot more easily, which is good because now that we have these like dash cancels and these cool jumps, being able to go for them and not die if you miss them is really, really handy. And other than that, that's basically all for Ino. Oh, also the change recovery does mean it's also a little bit different in the timing for going for these. So you do have to practice this a little bit more now. She can kind of go for a longer dash before going in for her safe jumps after it. But the timing being different did make me mess up a bit at the start. And I got DP'd and just whiffed a lot of my jump ins. So as you can see, she kind of gets like a full half screen dash in. And it is still a safe jump. But that is really, really cool. And that's basically all that changed for Ino in this patch. Also, the note changes just made it so the opponent can't like poke it and hit it early. So that's just a little bit of a quality of life thing. But yeah, basically she's just safer while she's dashing. She's safer off of her dive kicks. And she has some cool new mobility with these cool extra jumps where she can get like interesting, funky movement where she can do these big jumps and then like also dash back and FD mix-ups a lot more easily. So that is Ino. I'll be playing online with her, making a video of playing online. I've already played a bit. Making a video playing with her online very soon because I think this is a good version of Ino. Unfortunately, I don't think these kind of changes will raise her up tier list wise, but so far as enjoying playing the character as a casual, these buffs are really awesome because it feels like you have a lot more control over her. You are a lot more safe and you can actually block when you want to, and you can actually move around a lot more easily. So I'm keen to see how much these changes are actually perceived by high-level players, but I don't think many Ino players are very happy with them, especially the competitive ones. But I am. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you try out some Ino, because she's pretty fun, and it's surprising how much more enjoyable she is when you can block when you actually want to block. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.